Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome back to Actual Play. We're resuming AState from Handiwork Games. Um, Step inside a baroque urban nightmare, the world of AState. Using the acclaimed Forged in the Dark game system, you'll defend your corner from selfish authorities, angry games, and heartless industries. You'll deal with the spiraling consequences of your own actions as you struggle for a better tomorrow. All our channel proceeds are split between Planned Parenthood and the National Center for Transgender Equality, and we just cut them a check today. So thank everyone for all your support, and we appreciate it, and I'm sure our charities appreciate it too. Thank you. Happy New Year, folks. How are you, folks? Welcome back to our AState stuff.
It's nice to be back. I'm glad the game survived.
I remember approximately 30% of what we were doing.
So I'm thinking if everybody's got 30%, we're good, right?
That's like 90.
Right.
Overlap,
Yeah, it's good enough for.
I have a friend I game with who misnames every NPC we meet. So like the last game he was the NPC was named like Adkin, and I put it into our jam board. Like there are places for him to find it. He just Alkin, like he cannot, and it's become such a joke that whenever he does it, everyone loses it. So like as soon as he starts talking to an NPC, we're all like, here it comes. He's gonna fuck up the name. Here it goes. So anyway, don't worry about the 30%. It's not.
It's fine.
It's fine. We'll sort it out, and we'll it's all recorded, and we'll figure it out.
Or not.
or not.
If nobody can remember it, how important could it have been?
Right. If no one remembered it, did it really happen?
Right. Did
there
it really
you
happen?
go.
Right. That's fair. That's fair. I like that. We can run with that. I think the big thing. Let me see if I can share this.
Your love letters?
I was going to work down to our love letters. Here's our block.
Okay. Awesome.
So the big thing we had built this whole game around was brokering this peace between the different gangs, right? Things were going sideways. Normal folks are on the street getting hurt, businesses getting wrecked, and the troublemakers, the three of you, worked out a ceasefire, kind of a peace agreement for the short term. It's still kind of holding, right? No one's overtly. I wouldn't even call it a Cold War. I think everyone's kind of abiding by everything right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
In that process, there was an assassination attempt on some of the gang leaders that you thwarted, and tracked down the assassin and the folks who hired that assassin, and kind of wrapped that up as well.
And he was somebody that was on the council, right? He was yeah.
Yes. So that led you all the way back to Rome, who was on the council.
That was his name.
Yes. Because I remember, I will never forget it. Judd made the comment, that motherfucker could hold butter in his mouth. Butter would not melt in his mouth. Right? I've never heard that before in my life. I thought that.
Oh, really?
Fantastic.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
That's a.
Definitely heard that from my mother. Probably the F-bomb included.
Nice.
So I love
Definitely.
that. I wrote that on my notes for him, and that's how I play him going forward, right? I was working him out as an NPC, and then when you said that, I'm like, I got him. All right, I got him.
Awesome.
So that, I think we ended that mission, which would lead us into some free play and downtime. I think that's pretty much the status quo on the block right now. So the ceasefire's holding. Rome he's not running, he's not hiding, he's still part of the Barge Council. So is
I thought Rome was the guy we killed.
No, I thought there were two mercenaries. I think No,
Because
go ahead.
we ambushed him or something. Me and Asta did.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think
he was all by himself waiting for his mercenaries to do the job. Whoever we ran into, because we had a conversation on a port, and then I stunned him,
Right.
and I think we rolled his body, emptied his pockets, and kicked him into the river. I thought that was Rome.
I thought you left him alive. Because I remember
Maybe
thinking,
we
I can't believe
we
they're
stunned
going to.
him and left him alive after we patted him down.
Interesting.
Maybe that's what happened. Because I don't think Asta and I ever had to deal with the mercenaries.
That might be right. That might be true. I know the mercenaries and Rome would have been separated. He wouldn't have been on the scene for that.
Yeah, because they were all up on the roof.
Yeah. And I do remember the pier now. Yeah.
So okay. So
maybe
he's alive, but probably real unhappy.
Agreed. I think you're right, because I think you guys had the split, right? Once you figured out that he wasn't actually going or chasing the kid, he went someplace else. And I think that's why you ended up splitting two different ways. One to where the kid's apartment was, and the two of you following Rome to the pier.
Yeah.
So let this be a lesson to you folks at home. Don't let there be too large a gap in your playtime.
Take more notes.
And take more notes. I took notes, but I cleaned my office in between. And yeah.
I got mine in a text file. I saved it.
Well, aren't you a smarty pants?
Yes. So I think that's right, because I think we talked about tagging Rome so that you could follow him.
Yes, I remember that.
That's how we were able to. Yeah, that's how we found him.
So that makes sense. I'm with you now. Cool. So I think we might be maybe a couple of weeks out from that event. There has been no repercussions from his side. However, everyone's got love letters. I'll see if I can pull those up. One of the things that occurred was Jandon asking a member of the council who's in charge of the money to look into some of these expenditures, some of these finances. Are there weird, odd things that lead back to Rome and what he's spending? There we are. Funds on. Oh man, I thought I had her name in here. Do I not have her name? We named her, didn't we?
Who?
Nev's right-hand council person. She's in charge of all the money. She's the finance.
The only other council person's name I wrote down was Arlen, but I don't know who that was.
All right, we're running with that. We're calling her Arlen.
Works for me.
Oh man, this is terrible. Don't do this, people. Okay.
In our defense, it has been a couple of months.
Yeah, no, it is true. It is true.
And we're old.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised we've got this much. So let's do that then. Unless we've got questions about this general status quo of our block, of our neighborhood. Then we'll start with Jandon. We'll let you run through your love letter. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Is there a place I can easily see it? I got it. On Jandon. Nev's right-hand counselor is missing. She was looking into the finances you asked her to. The shooter kid is missing too. He might have just fled. Shrug emoji. Rome's looking good these days, though. He's shaking hands, kissing babies, and winking at you. Ask me one question, and I promise not to lie. Let me think on that. P.S. Panther's clock is full. The guy who choked me unconscious with his hands. You remember Panther, the Chrome bro? Yes, that choked me out. Yes, I don't forget people that choked me out. Fictionally or non-fictionally. Yeah. although I have only been choked unconscious once non-fictionally, and I don't remember who the heck that person's name was. So that's a thing. It was an accident. It was a training accident.
Okay, gotcha.
It was legit. It was not it wasn't that kind of recreational. I see the look in your faces. I see it. Don't shake your head at me, Misha. Don't judge me, damn it.
Not judging.
I know there was not judging, but there was something. Anyway.
That's right. I saw it. I saw
something.
I'm a mom. I can't help it.
It's good. It's good. I thought it was funny. If I didn't think it was funny, I wouldn't have called it out. I would have just grimaced or something, or messaged you privately, been like, "What the f?" Anyway, that aside, I have one question, and you promised not to lie. It probably should be about Rome. Who in his organization is knows how crooked he is and is uncomfortable with it?
Ooh, nice.
I'm loading that question up.
Yeah.
Loading it.
Yeah, turn the tables on the GM. Ask
like
a
judgmental look from Misha. I'm just loading it up.
Follow up, clarifying question: organization, the Barge Council, or the?
Yeah, I mean, like in his private office, like in his private cabinet.
Chief of staff or something.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I like
someone
that.
else I can ask a question and get killed.
That's right. Yes. There's a old guy named Zoo, DZU. He's been part of the council maybe since the early days. He does a lot of number crunching, logistical stuff when they ask him to. Of very specific things most of the time. I think he's kind of like an old fixture now, right? Everyone's kind of taking care of him. He's been around long enough. They may have historical questions for him, things like that. But yes, if anyone knows, he does, and he would be uncomfortable with everything Rome is about.
Cool. Love it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go to him right away because I don't want to get him killed too. But I am definitely keeping that in my pocket and saving it for later.
But Arlen's just missing. Nobody says she's, killed or anything.
Yeah, no, I mean, Arlen, I'm just more worried about the lady I asked to look into numbers. That's like looking at that now. Like if I saw that in a movie, I'd be like, oh, she's dead.
She's dead.
Like, she got asked to look into accounting books. That character is gone.
Yep. We will never see them
played by
again.
Sean Bean. Like,
that's right. Nice.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep Zoo close for now, and I think if I'm doing anything that is going to demand a roll, it's like looking for Panther and trying to catch him before he catches me, I guess.
Yeah. And I think as we wrap up these love letters, we'll roll right into downtime.
Cool.
And I will let you pay for that. So I think Asta's next. I always want to drag that A out. Sorry.
All right, mine is my inquisitive Asta. It's funny where information comes from. Like just the other day in the market tunnels, you heard some wrench monks talking shots about tools and Dingens and Muriel, like doing tech work on contracts. Did you eavesdrop? Did you follow these wrench monks as they walked off talking? Or are you paying more attention to the talk about Martell and the softwalker skirting the terms of the blocked ceasefire? How'd that go? We might need to see your dice. She's definitely of the, hey, you learn a lot more by keeping your mouth shut and your ears open. So yeah, she completely, totally, and utterly eavesdrops. There's not a question. It's like if you're talking where she can hear you, she is listening and doing other things, but totally listening because you never know what might be useful or important. Right. Like somebody might drop, oh yeah, the code for that thing is this. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll remember that for later. She probably, however, wouldn't follow people because that's suspicious looking. And if you follow people while you're listening in on them, they might notice that you're following them, and then they might turn around and do something to you, and she's a bit of a coward. She's getting hurt.
You're saying you don't have some kind of ding and you could just...
She's more likely to have stationary ones of those than ones that you can just like throw at somebody. So like she probably has like listening devices in the various places she usually works, but not ones that you can hide on somebody's person that you can listen in on their conversation wherever they go, with a couple of exceptions which she's already used. Like the tracker that was on Rome.
Nice.
She does find the talk about the ceasefire violation kind of interesting, though. So, just because that puts her at risk and her people that she likes at risk. So,
so I will give you more information about that ceasefire conversation up until they also start to walk away, and then we don't have to see your dice because you didn't follow anybody. The Softwalkers, that's Martell's gang, they are upset because they're following the terms of the ceasefire deal, but these gangs have overlapping income interests, right? And that deal didn't really work out. How do we split this overlap? How do we deal with that? And Lennon, he's in the marketplace talking with another guy. He's the most aggressive one. And I think the most... you're right. Martell is head of the Red Sabers, so it is the Red Sabers, not the Softwalkers. Lennon says, I think Martell is getting kind of old and kind of soft. I'd have never made that deal. I can fix this. I'm going to fix this. Right? And they're going into what he's going to do as they walk away from the area you're in the marketplace.
So Martell's second in command is not happy with Martell's decision to have the ceasefire and is going to do something about it.
Yes.
Got it.
He's going to fix this. And most of this, like I said, they feel like they're losing profits. They're losing income following the ceasefire because there's overlapping markets and they haven't figured out how to share those overlapping markets. And I guess Martell must have said, well, we'll just back off for now. And Lennon does not like that.
Lennon's like, take it as like a young, up-and-coming hotshot.
Yeah. I would say that, yes. He's got, he's holding court. There's 4 or 5 other folks with him, right? And nobody's saying no. Everyone's going, oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Sure, you're right. For sure, yes.
I will take note and filter that information back to people who might be able to do something about it later. I don't think we have any direct connection to Martell.
He would have been at that conversation where the terms or the original ceasefire was talked about. So Rory could reach out to him. He would at least remember Rory, if not nothing else.
Yeah, because Rory and Jandon were both there.
Well,
at the peace talks, right?
yeah,
Well,
Janet was
until-
there physically. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, she'd let Rory know what's going on then, since he's the one who's most likely to have a contact. And hey,
Sure.
Martell, keep your keep your eyes on your second in command. He's looking to put a knife between your shoulders.
Yeah, that's good to know.
And then Rory, the finder of things that are lost.
Ooh, yeah, dear Rory, the finder of things that are lost. How are those late night meets with Seven been going? I don't remember who Seven is.
So Seven is Haney's brother. Haney started a bunch of trouble early on in our
Oh,
first.
that Seven.
Yes.
That's the one I knocked out and took her stunner away from her. That's who stunner I have. Okay.
Yeah, that Haney. Yeah, you took Haney's stunner, and her brother was like, "Now I got to kill you."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the duel. The duel with
Yes.
Seven. That's the duel especially for Seven.
We talked to, okay, yeah. Okay, so I'll read all of it and then do some answers. Okay. How are those late night meets with Seven been going? It's like 3 or 4 meets now, yeah? He's been on the money about that cash he wants to find, though he didn't mention the owners all being murdered up. Oops. So you're doing this still or what? I think it's Seven's own gig, and the Daylight Gang doesn't know. Do you know what's in the cash? Do you know Haney, his sister, has been spying on these meetings? Does she know you know she's spying? Does she know that you know that she knows?
I was gonna do that. I'm like, oh no, I'll stop. That's too far.
I don't know, Rory. I'd feel better all of this if there was some dice on the table. Oof. Loves and hugs, MCJ. Okay, so Seven's the brother. Got it. Yeah, late night meets. Okay. So there's a cache. The owners are all murdered up. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely doing the deal. I wanna get my hands on that. I don't think I know what's in the cache.
Okay.
I think I'm not sure if Seven does either. Like it might be one of those things where he's like just really, really talking it up, but he's just going off some half-baked intel.
Right,
so maybe
right.
he doesn't, but he's just talking it up for something to do, I guess. I think Rory probably does know Haney is spying, but I don't think she's savvy enough to realize that I know she's been around.
Gotcha. Good. Those are all good answers. I love it. That will move us into this free play downtime. Some of us have some stress left over. Let me pull up. There we go. And then it sounds like we have we've got some things to do. Here's my checklist. So I know from the block that you're on what I'm trying to figure out is when we roll into downtime, there's an income piece that happens, and I don't know if it's every downtime.
I think so. There's a coin allowance section.
So I want to make sure I run through those pieces first, and then you have your downtime activities. Yeah, so all your refresh and upkeep, like your special armor, your trust, those things, if they're ticked, you can clear those. Yeah, and then your allowance, the alliance as a whole collects 1 coin for every point of hope the corner currently has. And I do have your hope sheet.
It might still be 0.
That will be sad. That means you get no. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It even says that at the beginning. It's probably going to be because I think the idea with the coin is that you use it for like extra downtime stuff beyond the freebies.
Yeah, you're 2 points of resources or morale away from having a hope point.
Nice.
So we must have done some stuff the last couple of sessions because you're up there. Yeah, so is it? Yeah, 2 points away from either, and you'll have your first hope point. All right. So yeah, so I think we're maybe a week or two out from those last events. I think Rome is very visible. So is Nevi, but he's super visible in the neighborhood, on the block, doing all the good politician kind of things, interacting with different folks, vendors, stuff like that. So he's very visible.
Cool. I was just writing in my like extra gear, and I realized that I have a thing called street writing gear,
Ooh.
which is basically, spray paints and stuff.
Nice.
And so, yeah, I think my downtime is going to be to start a project to, like, start a tag about how crooked Rome is.
Nice.
Nice.
That is nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there are a bunch of different ways we could handle that, but it might be a private project or something. I think that's what I'm going to do with my downtime, because I think I just took, according to my sheet, and tell me if I'm wrong based on what you've got where you are, Jay. According to my sheet, I just took a trauma. So I think
that sounds right.
Yeah.
I think I'm out. I don't have any stress, which is a nice thing. But yeah.
What'd you mark for trauma?
Paranoid.
Always good.
Yeah.
All the other, I mean, they all feel kind of rough, but yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about for my downtime. What's everyone else thinking?
I was trying to, because I was thinking I would follow up on my love letter, because I see there's a section on doing a private job, so I'm thinking I could just consider that because at first there's a role to find a private job, but I already have a private job available, so it looks like maybe there's a role. Oh yeah, so I just make an action roll. Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, I think that's what I'll do for my first action, is follow up with 7 and try to get that cash.
Nice. I like that.
Does Jandon have any harm, or did you manage to?
I do have harm. Yeah. I do. I've got a 2 harm from the BFG energy weapon.
Right.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I wince when I get up a lot. And I'm probably changing bandages a couple times a day.
Right.
I don't think it's pretty.
What's Asta thinking about?
I think she's starting to come around to the idea that, hey, maybe having things that you can attach to people and listening to their conversations might be useful. So I think she's tinkering around.
Nice.
That is nice. That is nice. So I think it's up to you, Jandon. I'm looking. This could be a community project. You've got some options to tackle an ongoing trouble, improve morale or resources. I don't know if create a new claim makes sense with how you frame this. There's some roles here, but yeah, there's a downtime activity called community project.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm definitely like getting a tag up about. I mean, I don't think it's words, right? I think it's like a picture that's obviously Rome, and it's him, like hanging himself with a rope made of money.
Nice.
Wow, yeah, that's nice. That's hardcore.
And yeah, I think it's just like making up a like a what do you call it? Like just a template you can just throw on a building, spray over it, and then get the hell out of there before anyone can know. Yeah. Definitely. Arts and crafts. Bit of an arts and crafts project.
Community arts and crafts.
Community arts and crafts, even better.
Nice. I'm starting a party clock. It's in roll. I think you should be able to see it. If not, I will figure out how to make it visible.
Okay.
This is new. They actually have like a party clock sheet in here.
Oh, okay.
Let me
cool.
see if I can share it.
Get it up.
Oh, I see a clock sheet. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
So this one's got 6 ticks in it. What is nice about the community project is everyone can jump in and help here.
Nice.
My question is, at some point, Rome's going to see this tag. Can anyone figure out you're involved? How involved are you? How visible are you?
I think I'm keeping it pretty quiet how visible I am. Yeah.
You don't sign your work?
No, I do not. I do not. I do not leave my personal tag on this on this particular tag.
Yeah. Well, I sort of feel like with it being a community project that as the clock fills, I think the idea is that other people start doing it too. Like
Right.
They either copy it or riff on it or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the hope.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
That's the dream.
All right. So you have 2 options. One is to improve morale and resources once this is done. We'll have some dice rolls when we get there. Or tackle an ongoing trouble, which sounds like we may resolve this fictionally, kind of.
Right.
If you want some time to think about it. Go ahead.
How are our numbers looking? Like, what are our ongoing, what I mean? Like, what do the community's numbers look like?
Sure.
Yeah,
Let me jump over to that tab. Here we go. And then I will share that tab. Boom.
Nice.
Technology. I love it.
We got 6 each.
And I think that was the result of the last couple of missions, right?
Yeah. We
Okay.
put something in there.
And what happens when we like go over on Hope? Do we like,
yeah, so
there's like a little link getting a Triforce sound. And then what happens?
Each row of Hope gets you a coin during downtime.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's where the Alliance coins come from.
Oh, cool.
So right now we're not getting anything, but
Yeah. I'll earn money off of making an ass of a person in power who is totally. I think if I can make this project improve Hope, I think that's great.
All right, nice. And that is for sure what this can do.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I think you're just you just do an action roll to fill in to fill in the clock.
Yeah. I think the
the player who completed the project makes all the decisions about how the project benefits and consequences are distributed.
Okay.
Cool. I'm down with that. I don't mind if someone else finishes it. I think. I mean, does it sound like persuade to you or command? Because I'm trying to like get word out. Like, what do you think?
I think either one is good, right? Because
Yeah.
you're building the workforce,
Yeah.
the people, the community that's going to pick this up and run with it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it with I'm going to do it with persuade. I feel like it's like creating something artistic to persuade people that something shady is going on. So I'm going to hit the persuade button and see what happens. Is
I'll
there
be watching.
is there a I don't know what the devil's bargains are called in this game.
Grief.
Grief? Is there any grief you want to hand me? It's terrible.
Ooh, that is terrible.
Like
Grief.
I'm tempted to take like a devil's bargain, despite the words in that. But like, do you want to take some grief? Like, no,
no,
not,
I
never.
don't want any grief.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to give you some grief whether you want it or not.
Right. Oh man. Now I'm back in junior high. Like, it's just no way. This is not. I don't want grief at any point. No. But anyway, Jay. But
yeah.
Seriously.
So I think, no, for sure. I think grief is Zoo from the council. He becomes kind of offended and disappointed, right?
Oh.
Right.
Old timer.
That this is how you're handling this.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll totally take that. How do I get to? So I'm going to push the D6 button on my persuade, and then do I have an option to like add a die, or what's going to happen?
Yeah, I think you have to add that die. It's been a while since I've been enrolled. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to push persuade, and then if I have to roll an extra die, I'll roll it.
Okay.
So
you might be able to just click on another D6.
Right.
I'll add a buff. So, boom. Hold on. No. Add a ref.
Sure. I think you can just click the dice under add to roll. That might add to it.
Oh, yeah. Boom. Great. Yeah, now I'm going to roll. All right, here we go. All right.
Ooh,
wow. Yes.
Nice.
I'll take it.
That is nice.
That's what, 2 takes, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
I think it is. I'm jumping back down.
Yeah, word is hitting the street. That's great.
Oh yeah.
I was very confused by how rolls its dice. I'm like, you rolled 66 and you rolled 2d6 and you rolled 46. That's a lot of d6, Jay. That's very confusing.
Oh no, 6 is 3 segments. Nice.
Yeah, I was
Nice.
I was going to say it's 3. I was jumping back down here to check.
Awesome.
That's halfway done.
I will take it. Yeah, word is hitting the streets.
Yeah, and I think that's what happened. I think the word gets out. It's hitting the streets. There's some buzz happening, and then some of that gets back to Zoo, and he comes out, and maybe there's an outline happening of what you plan to graphically do, right? Maybe there's that beginning work, but he quickly gets the big picture, right? He sees all the symbolic elements, and he's like, oh.
Yeah. That's cool.
Right, and since it's early on, he can see you part of the people gathering efforts, right?
Yeah.
So I did that because I know you're going to go see him later.
Yep. No, that's awesome. Love it. It's a good one.
Yes. So cool. Asta sounds like she has a tinkering project going on.
Yep.
And that's it. That sounds pretty straightforward, pretty easy. You're just assembling some dingons so that you have dingon listening devices down the road from here. Yeah, we can call that 4 segments. That sounds like that's in your wheelhouse. That just needs some time. That's not crazy. I will also remind you, you've got 1 tick left on the maintenance and repair of the traps in the headquarters.
Oh, nice.
Mm,
Because we started that, and I
Yeah.
didn't bring all those clocks over, but I can see them in Foundry, and that clock has 1 tick left on it.
okay. Then I will finish that one out and then start on the new one. So.
And the only other clock left, I'll add it over here too, is Muriel's Origins. That was another clock we had
Oh,
going.
Yeah, that was me trying to figure out where she came from and
Yeah.
how to make another or how to fix Muriel's stuff.
How to become robot.
She was cool. I liked her.
Yeah,
Right?
That was a neat detail. That was a really cool detail. I remember that one, despite how long ago it was. I remember it.
She's memorable.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good encounter.
Yeah. So then I guess for one slot I will work on the traps, and one slot I will work on the listening devices.
Gotcha. And if you need, Omar is present to help.
Nice.
So he's worth a die.
Nice.
The only thing I wish is for the role play folks, if you could make the dice results just, a little bigger.
Yeah, these are
they're kind of
a
tiny.
little less confusing.
It might be me. I do turn 52 this month, but they're kind of tiny.
Oh my goodness.
Me and friends were doing a jigsaw puzzle online the other day, and so I started out looking at it on my phone, and I'm like, nope, that's not gonna work.
Right.
So I ended up with my tablet and my reading glasses, which I do not wear. My kids are like, when did you get glasses? I'm like, I don't wear them often. You look like grandma. Thanks, kid.
Oh no!
Thanks, kid. Go away.
Dad never warned them not to say that. My dad gave me the talk at like
It's
9 years old.
Fine.
Never.
I actually like my parents and my grandmother, so it was not as big of an insult as it could have been.
Wow.
Except that I am probably going to turn into a taller version of my mother as I get older. But yeah, it was just like, thanks, kid. All right, so.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
That is funny.
Whoa.
All right, somebody walk me through how to roll dice and roll.
So the first click is on your character sheet, right?
Uh-huh.
So you'll just click on that little D6 thing next to the action
Skill.
you want.
Okay.
Yep. And then it should open up something to the right. And that's like the pre-rolling thing. So, I just got a ping. I don't know.
That was me. I think I pushed the button wrong.
Yeah, I heard that too. I'm like, what is that? What?
Aha! There we go. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I think so.
Whoa. It looks like there's a bunch of dice there.
Oh, did I roll something badly? I probably rolled something badly.
Well, like in the app, it gives like a little preview of what you're going to be rolling, and it's like 8d6.
Oh, then I probably have screwed something up. This is what happens. You just keep clicking things because nothing's changing on your thing.
Nice.
And then one for Omar. And yeah. All right, I got a 6 and a 4.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Yeah, that finishes that out easy.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Cool.
I was just trying to make sure it wasn't easy for Panther.
It's not. It's not if. It's when.
I would feel bad. All right, and that brings us around to Rory and
Yeah.
this private job.
Yeah, me and Seven, we're gonna go get this cash that he supposedly knows about.
Yes. Hang on, let me jump back up here.
What is it?
Yeah, so the backstory there is there's some deliveries off of barges that occur. Sometimes, stuff falls off the back of the barge.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And in this case, this cache, folks fought over, and it got lost, is what he says. It is down in the tunnels, so you're going underneath the piers under the barge section, right, into the tunnel areas underneath. He says it's going to be dark, stinky, wet,
Right.
flooded, right? But I know where it's at. I know where we got to go, and I can be the muscle if things get dicey, if things get weird, right?
All right, yeah. Sounds like a plan. Interesting.
Sorry, I'm navigating my PDF here. Here we go.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this as a private job.
Yeah.
I think it's medium risk and medium reward, but I think you get to play around with.
Oh yeah, because that's the like effects and whatever the Blades of the Dark calls it.
Oh, position.
Position effect.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Gotcha. So
it's not illegal, right?
Yeah.
The cache is presumed to be lost, right?
Yeah.
But he knew about it.
So I can, if I wanted to, I could make it better reward, but it would be a desperate action. Is that how that works?
I believe that's right. I'm going from a chart now.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that's right.
Well, I'm gonna do that because we were talking about it before the game started, but apparently I also have a trauma which is now reckless. So, so I think I mean I don't know what the narrative is there. I guess I'm just not. I think I'm a little cocky, and so I think maybe I leave Seven a little bit behind, so he's not going to be right there to back me up. Maybe.
Right.
I'm like I can do this on my own. It'll be fine. So I'm gonna use sneak.
Nice.
And then because it's a desperate action,
right,
I get +1 die because I have for an ability I have. And then I also have my Lost Finder Grayware, which gives me +1 when trying to escape notice, which I'm definitely doing. So that's 4 dice. All right, let's see how this goes.
You don't want no grief?
Nah, 4 dice is fine. Which is fine because I got a 6.
Wow, that's
Nice.
fantastic. That is nice. That is nice. Wow.
Killing the downtime. I love it.
Woo.
We're the best at
And
downtime.
then you get XP for doing desperate actions, right? Is that
Yes.
cool?
Yes, you do.
Yep.
Yes.
So I guess that would go in prowess. Okay. Sweet. So there's the table, but then I don't know if there's extra color because of what the cache is.
Yeah. And we can color in. Yeah, the table has the mechanical parts.
Okay.
We can color in what's in there.
Ooh, I get a coin.
Yes. And
Plus-
plus 2 dice on any personal cash rolls,
which
lasts
has-
to the end of the next downtime.
Oh, okay. Because I don't even. I'll have to figure out what that even is. Cash, but I also have a coin. There's not even a spot on the character. Okay, fine. There's not a spot for money. Okay, cool. So I get some money out of that.
Yeah, my thought is you guys get down there, you find the crates. Being that they were on a barge and near water, they were probably waterproof crates. And you get those open. What do you think? What you want to fill in what you found in the crates? That's valuable. Valuable.
That's a good question. Where's the here we go, map? Because it's on the docks. I mean, gosh, I don't know, because it was important enough that a bunch of folks were murdering each other over it.
Yeah.
So it's got to be something relatively hot that we probably try to get rid of, and maybe that's where the money comes from. I don't have any ideas now.
Some kind of luxury good.
That's what I was thinking. Some type of luxury good.
Ooh, okay. I mean, it could be as easy as drugs. I'm sure drugs are happening. Although I don't know that I would sell those back into the not drugs, not drugs.
Let me see. I'm trying to see if I've got any options in here about stuff. There's all kinds of stuff.
Oh, hello. Just spend money on.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's all. Yeah, I've got nothing. I should have prepped that a little better. I just figured the rules would take care of what was in there, how valuable it was. I didn't think about what it might be.
Sure.
Drugs and weapons seem to be too easy. I have it. These are canisters of wingship propellant.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That's what these are.
So fuel.
Yes, fuel.
Specialized fuel. All right. Cool.
I think they're a little heavy, maybe. But between you and Seven, you can get them out of there. Find a buyer, sell them off. And you and Seven do a little bonding.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna officially list him on my contacts then. Because he's
some of my finest dates have been stealing
having a little heist.
Airplane propellant. Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
No
From
Seven's
dark,
in
wet
Daylight,
places.
right?
Yeah, he's in Daylight.
That's what I thought. Okay. Which also kind of vibes because I used to be in Daylight. So
Right.
Was it the couple that steals together stays together or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Ooh, Haney might be mad that you bonding with a brother.
Yeah. Well, I guess because we did establish that she's been following us, but I know she's following us.
Yeah.
So I mean, that could have played into if the roll had gone badly, that could have been a part of it for sure. I can't find any reference because it says I get a bonus to personal cash rolls, and then I can't find anything about what a personal cash roll is.
Yeah, right.
Huh. All right.
Because I understand how coin is spent. You just kind of
Right.
you can do extra activities. You can spend coin to like advance clocks and stuff. But
Right.
I also have a dedicated, so I get +1 downtime activity if anyone needs it.
oh, nice. That could be useful. That could be useful for working on some of these clocks.
Yeah.
I can't figure out where the cash.
I'm doing a search through the PDF now for personal cash roll.
Scraping some coin.
Anyone have any actions next?
I was gonna train.
Uh-huh.
I think that just puts one. Yeah, it just does one because we don't have the training upgrade in our corner. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna train my playbook.
Yeah, it's not. That is it. It never mentions it again outside a private job.
Yeah, I don't know what it's for.
I might train too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to train. I'm also going to train. How many XP does that get you? Just 1 or 2?
Just one.
Just 1? Cool.
Yeah.
I only have 1 more left before my prowess XP goes up.
Nice.
So I'm doing it.
There you go.
But in my head, I'm like, I got to get that extra prowess before Panther shows up.
What are you putting it in?
I'll fight, without a doubt.
Without
fair.
a doubt. I feel like we're having that Rocky Round 2 match.
I have a plan. I think if anyone if anyone is paying attention and you can just say how you are, or anyone would notice, Jandon is definitely carrying a pistol, like in the back of their is carrying a concealed pistol under their cloak, without a doubt.
Gotcha.
This is new.
Yeah, this is definitely new.
Been hanging out with Omar.
I'm not going to wake up if I get choked out by Panther again. And I don't want that to be the way this goes.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, I found the thing about cash.
Okay.
There's a section on pocket cash on 106. So it's sort of like another nebulous pool you use to like purchase sort of like everyday things.
Okay.
And I think it's based on it's a fortune roll based on your lifestyle. So that bonus would apply to that, basically.
Ah, I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I see it. Gotcha. Okay.
I don't even know what I can't even think of anything I would buy. So, but it's stuck around for a while, so it's fine.
Cool.
All right, cool. I was going to say if it's got a short life, we could extend it since it feels like a new rule and we're getting the grips with it.
It said until the end of next downtime.
Okay.
I think. I can't find it, but yeah.
That works. We can give you a shot to use it before it expires.
Oh, that would be for any cash rolls, basically. Oh, okay. So I'm kind of flush with cash, is what it means. Like any rolls I make from now until the end of the next downtime, I get a +2 on.
Gotcha.
Like it's not a one-time bonus; it just has an expiration date.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna look at something.
Sure.
In that case,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I gotcha. So it's ongoing until the next downtime, and then it's gone.
Yeah, now I'm trying to think of something I would want to just try to get right now.
Can't find it. I'll find it during the break.
Access money for a small, immediate goal. Yeah. Oh, maybe if we take a break, I'll think of something.
No, and we're coming up on a break. I was going to see if we can get everyone's, or we can carry it over the break. So I'm easy either way. The downtime actions. I think I think everyone's had 2. No?
Yeah, I haven't done my second one. I'm just going to do a tinker on the
Bug drones.
listening devices. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
I got a 4.
I think that gets you 2.
All right.
So you're halfway there. Yes.
Yep.
Nice. And then Jen still has 1 to give out for somebody.
Yep. Somebody want one? Do you want to put in, extra time on your devices, Misha?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Probably a
Let's
good
get that
idea
done.
to have a
Those would be
better
cool
hand.
things to have.
Yeah.
That's a 6 out of 4.
Nice.
Cool.
So we have some listening devices, which will probably come in handy going forward.
Nice. All right. So I will clear that clock. That one's done. Nice.
How many of those does that give me?
Say it again.
How many of those does that give me?
Let's say 4. Does 4
Okay.
sound good? Does that sound fair?
Sounds good. Yeah,
Okay.
sounds fair.
Cool. We've been at this about an hour, so let's take our first break.
Sounds good.
5-10
Cool.
minutes.
Yeah, I gotta find
And,
a different cup. My husband used my cup for his coffee, and so now all I can taste is coffee, and I don't like coffee.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
So now I gotta find a different cup, apparently.
Nice.
Oh, not nice. Opposite of nice.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. I like coffee, but there are teas that you can have that glass or that cup. I'm done with that one. I'll never drink out of that one again.
I find tea doesn't ruin a coffee cup, but coffee will ruin a teacup. At least for me. Like, I don't know. I'm sure there's teas that stick into the coffee, but the coffee flavor overrides everything to me. So, fun.
All right, I'm gonna throw this screen up. Here we go.